just out. Good try.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Lionel Pichet, aka the Pickleball Pro, and this is my friend Chris. Together we will be teaching people who have never seen pickleball before, have heard of it, and are interested in learning the game. So we will go over the basic rules of pickleball. First, let's talk about, well, what is the game of pickleball? It probably most closely resembles tennis, but is played on a badminton court. Basically following all lines of badminton except for one. Let's look over here to the net. A typical pickleball court or net is 36 inches along the sideline to 34 in the middle. Now, in Winnipeg here, they have, in the last few years, put down a lot of pickleball lines on tennis courts. The tennis nets are a little bit higher than a pickleball net, but what you can do, you'll find that there's a strap in the middle of the tennis net, so you can winch it down by about 2 inches, and on the side, you can put weights to lower the net, so you've got the true height for a pickleball court, pickleball net on a tennis court, okay? The lines for pickleball are the wide outside lines of the badminton court, right up to the far back line, to the other side, and over here in the center, this line in the middle is to split the court when we're serving. Because as we'll see in a few minutes, when we serve in pickleball, we have to serve diagonally, like we would in tennis or badminton. Now there is one important distinction to be made on a pickleball court, and if you'd like to come over here, it is this line over here. It is called the kitchen line, okay? Also, the no volley zone, because anywhere between the kitchen line and the net, which is 7 feet, we cannot step inside the court and volley the ball. Volleying the ball means hitting the ball in the air without a bounce. I will now ask Chris to stand over to the other side, and we will demonstrate proper volleying and keeping our feet outside the kitchen. So we will hit some net shots, nice soft shots, like so. Good. Now, I can step inside the kitchen if the ball has bounced. Okay. Oh, here we go. If Chris hits a hard ball too deep, that's okay. And I step in and volley the ball. Did you see that? I stepped inside the kitchen while volleying the ball. That is a fault. We cannot do that. It is illegal to step in and volley, but as we said before, if the ball bounces in the kitchen, we can then step inside and hit. Let's try it again. Whoops, good. So there, I stepped in the kitchen. I missed my shot, but I was still allowed to step in the kitchen. That is okay. There, I volleyed the ball. Did you see that? I volleyed the ball, but my feet were behind the kitchen line, and that's okay. That is totally legal. Thank you very much, Chris. Now, let's look at the serve. So let's go back here. In pickleball, when we're serving the ball, the serve has to go diagonal, and we have to serve from behind the back line. For the serve to be legal, the paddle must be below the wrist and below the stomach or the belly button, okay? So I will serve to Chris and demonstrate a legal serve. I come down, paddle below the wrist and below the belly button, make contact and follow through. Once again. As you can see, my ball has to go diagonally when I serve. It has to go in the second half of the court on the other side. One more time. And you can give me the green ball too, Chris. There is also another way of serving. It's actually letting the ball bounce on the floor and then contacting the ball. I cannot toss the ball up in the air though. I have to let it drop and hit. And once again, holding up high, let it drop and hit. The ball can land in the court when I'm serving, but not my feet, okay? Hi, let's talk a little bit about scoring, okay? Now, to score a point, we have to be serving. When we're receiving serve, we are not making any points, okay? So when we start a game, I serve. If we win the rally, then my partner and I would change sides. Oh, by the way, we always start serving from the right-hand side. And when we call out the score, we call 3 numbers. The serving team score, the receiving team score, and which server am I? Am I the first server or the second server? So in this case, I'm first server, and we started the rally or the game. The score would be 0-0-1. Then we win the rally, then we switch sides. Chris goes over here, and then I would serve from the odd side. Now the score is 1-0-1. We win the rally, we switch sides again. Now the score would be 2-0-1. Let's say we lose the rally. It is now my partner's serve, so we'll give her the ball, just hold on to it, and now the score would be 2-0-2 because she is the second server, okay? If she lost her rally, the serve would go to the other team, and they would also start serving from their right side, and the score would then be, take a minute to guess, 0-2-1, because they are first server. If they lost the rally, the second person would serve, and then it would be 0-2-2 because they are the second server. Now, I don't want to confuse you too much, but there is one exception to this service rule. It is when we start a match, or a pickleball game, because we have an advantage in being the first people to serve, only one of us gets the serve. So I would get to serve, but not Chris, not my partner. So in actual fact, only when we start a game would the score be called at 0-0-2 because she will not get a chance to serve. Only one of us will get a serve. Now, if we did win the rally, we would still change sides, and then I would be over here, Chris would scoot over to the other side, and now the score would be 1-0-2. If we lost the rally, the serve would then go over to the other side. They would get 2 serves. When it comes back to us, after they have lost their 2 serves, who would be the next person to serve? It would be Chris, and the score would be, take a guess, 2-0-1, because she will be the first person to serve of our team. Most pickleball games go to 11 points with a 2-point difference. So if the score were tied at 10-all, the first team to get to 12 would win the game. There are some exceptions depending on the tournament, but in general, most games are played to 11. Hi. Okay, so now we have one very important rule to talk about, which I almost forgot, the 2-bounce rule, which is different from any other sport. And this is the 2-bounce rule. Literally what it means, when I serve, my opponent has to let it bounce on her side. When she hits the ball, it has to bounce on my side. So before we get a chance to volley the ball, it has to bounce twice. Okay? Serve and 1 bounce, 2 bounce, and there we go. Now, not the best example, but did you see what happened? I served, the ball bounced on on Chris's side of the court, then bounced on my side of the court, and then I could come in to the kitchen line and attack, which is what I did. Let's try it one more time, just to show you again the 2 bounce rule. Good. And then we get the rally going. Oh, sorry, that was a good shot. But notice again, I got to the kitchen and I'm attacking. And that is good strategy in pickleball. Now, I think that covers most of the pickleball rules. I sure wish you a great summer. Have fun playing pickleball and take care. Thank you. Oh, you got the ball. Good shot. Oh, good try.